So, ladies and gents, let me introduce to you Cavana Faithwalker. Love those fucking hands!
Well, sounds like everybody's doing it. I'm doing good. Happy about so far. Thanks. Some I'll talk about, some I won't.
Gotta move the mic in, I can't.
Let there be poem. I need to grow a succulent build an eighth wonder of right, a wrong poem. Why does it always follow on the heels of flowering frustration, soul-searching resignation, on the heels of a not quite close enough for me to shout for all to hear? I worked for this poem, I earned it, it's mine. Let there be poem. Come dance in me, sparkling, glowing, writhing to rival the dance of a bejeweled Salome. P.M. Greer. Fine poem, require my ripped out heart on your banquet platter for all to feast on my naked carry-on. But let there be poem. Let it be pointless, pretty at a distance. Let it singe, blister, refining in an instant, consuming the innocent, venturing too closely, unaware. Prideless, perfect poem, capitulate just this once. With your resistance, you make me sick, but I must have you. With your spiteful opposition, you disgust me, but I long for your presence, perfect poem. Come! I search, hunt, survey, sniff, move, traverse, build up, tear down, ingest, digest, expel. Breathe in, breathe out, start again. Let it blind with its glory and then make drunk, breathing pure, intoxicating vapors of living word, long and deep into blood dreams, broken streams of being, daydreams of sin. Poem! I want your whisper to deafen as you trumpet the majesty of the mundane. A mere grain of sand, an unlikely hero blinking the right poem's eye can change the tide of war. A villainous cafe's crowded jostle just as poem's pen meets paper can cause lovers' confection to cool and stir no more. Poem, whisper the substance of things hoped for. Shout the evidence of things not seen. Come, poem, come, offering ringing high praise in God's ear. For God inhabits the praises of his people, the praises of their poems. He entrusts to us the words of his power. Oh, poem, how you mistreat your true believer. Must I always go without ground beneath my feet? Suffer your high-pitched verb, noun, adjective, fever? Must I always believe your touch before I feel it? Hear your voice before you speak? And why? Why do you toy with addicts like me, incomplete? Why fill me with the holiness through the lungs of drunkards and the loins of whores? Unless I seek them out to find you. Who are they to you? I hear their ex-lovers, husbands and wives, who have cast you aside as I might, if I could make the future my slave. If I would dare rebel against the change your mystery had staked against my heart. Mad ravings, diatribes, tirades, maybe to others, but poem you know. Oh God, give me poem. Poem that turns water into wine. Poem that plunges leprous dignitaries into the filthiest, nastiest rivers of words and raises them pure and cleansed as the driven snow. Well, no. Not the driven snow. That's poetic acid rain for sure. Only cold. As pure as ivory soap. Well, no, that's only 99 pure. As pure as honeymoon lovemaking between virgins. I know. You're asking, what is that? That is poem that conceives, makes impossible paradise breed. Oh yeah, perfect poem, shake, rattle, and blow your sacred wad. What? Shouldn't every praise and poem climax? So I started getting really into just the impact of words. And I have some political stuff that I hide in words, but words are fabulous. And that's why we're all here. Some of us are here. I'm here. Do you hear?
I hear.
All right.
You're here.
For in many things we offend. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man and able also to bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in the horse's mouth that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whitherso the governor listeth. Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold how great a matter a little fire kindles, and the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defiles the whole body, and sets on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beasts, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. Out of the same mouth proceeds blessings and cursings. My brothers, these things are not so to be. Does the fountain send forth at the same place sweet and bitter water? Can the fig tree, my brothers, bear olive berries, either of vine, figs? So can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh? Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of good conversation. Let him show out of good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth. The wisdom descends not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish. For where envying and strife is, there is confusion in every evil work. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality, without hypocrisy. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace. I don't have mine in order either. It's like nervous. Okay, that was a long time. Let me pull out a This is called The Stinging of Friendship. And not too long, I went through like this long 3-year divorce. And during that time, I really started to get into a female friend of mine. I was just like, okay, I got to stop this. I felt really stupid saying, we got to stop this. We weren't doing anything, but I was about to take that dive. So I sabotaged the relationship. Then I got a divorce. I really wish I had that relationship. Upon an altar of shallowness lies a friendship slain. Limp conversation propelled its one athletic foot. Love to tangle, waltz, ballroom dance around puddles and chasms of darkness. Frictionless friendship, reconcile, atrophy. But now the other shoe lights A novice dancer full of dark glory, dark puddles answer, dark chasms partners dancing, splashing, stalking, walking on hind legs, black star imploding, fantasy foreboding. Now she dares me to prove I am not that thing, ugly and uncaged. I don't believe you on her tongue, lighting the funeral pyre, turning the final page. Have a nice life, her pained defense breathes, and I don't know you. Truth be known, now you really do. Yeah, we always hide that stuff, you know. When I die, my old soul will not laugh hysterically at the realization that my brains have been splattered over the interior of my Maserati, but rather smile sadly because I saw the whole thing from the beginning. I always do this. Well, not always, but it's hard for me not to. I don't know how many of you knew Karen Joe. She's a very good friend of mine who died a number of years ago of cancer. This woman was something else. I never saw anybody ain't got no job do everything that she did. You know, she's always back home in South America. She went to the women's conference in China. I'm like, yo, girl, how you doing all of this? You know, yeah, I haven't seen you work a full day's work since I've known you. But there she goes, and she was just full of life and a lot of fun. I saw her daughter the other day. Actually, it was this morning. I saw her daughter, spit an image of her, just dressed like her and everything, and that made me think of this. And hopefully, to me, I don't know, death is not like a sad thing, so necessarily. My summer vacation, up to my neck in coffee at Joe Mudd Coffee House, Huntsville, Alabama. Searching under writer's block rocks for a creative geyser or even a spurt. Sifting through thin, wet air for nuggets of neon green, cobalt blue, candy, apple red words with those metallic flakes that sparkle and catch your mind's eye. Wading towards still, deep silence, expelling the world from my lungs to completely go under. More silence, but not enough. Only fool's gold does my mental pan hold. On the road again, lungs full of the world, hours of yellow ribbon road sail by. Now it's bedtime. I ponder that I thought a thought deferred 400 miles ago. The thread, the vested, the remnant of that thought seems to have been washed away. Sleep has drugged the world I breathe. With each shallow drag of life, I sink deeper into murky, labored thinking head first. Clouds quickly inundate every space in my ears, around my head, those chasms that live expanding and contracting between the bumper car rhythms of electrons, protons, and neutrons. Thoughts flee. My eyes glaze over their windows and pull their shades tight as my consciousness loses control. Like a racing speedboat having bucked its rider, my subconscious self slides into the driver's seat. Next day, hanging out with my sister in Mobile, where giant roaches and small industrial strength ants are neighbors and roving alligators call upon small pets for dinner. She filled us with French cuisine and down-home restaurant food, filled us with fellowship, hospitality, and much-needed solitude. I watched my daughter, Autumn, happy, gleeful, carefree, baptized in her first pool play. This is the joy of parenthood. This is the joy of a father-daughter relationship. If I die now, I am fulfilled. Checking my messages, my voicemail has taken the analog signal of a human voice and captured it, frozen it in fluid time in an unstable digital signal. We are preparing for more eating and drinking and being merry when I listen. It's Karen Joe. She's in the hospital, more surgery for terminal cancer. She would love for me to call her, come by, and I've been a terrible friend. At 186,000 miles per second, my mind travels from my daughter's Genesis to Karen's book of Revelation. Death is. Death is on the horizon. Death is the beginning of a new life. Death is separation. Death is illusion. Even if all these be true, still death is, and all else is doctrine in this world. I want to rip these pages out. My vacation is over. It took an hour to find Karen, and it was another half hour to uncover and reveal Karen positive. She was buried head to toe under stones of resignation, pea-sized pellets of disappointments and setbacks. Heavy blankets of immobility were soaked in hours of surgery and dry chemotherapy and covered her to the neck. How's your son? How's the baby? What's happening at your job? Well, I drew a few quick sketches of the outside world with short, measured answers. Eventually, I ladled my tongue into a nearby pond of adjectives and metaphors and such, giving her a cool, refreshing taste of reason for leaving her bed. Our living waters of conversation spoke away the stones and pebbles and caused the blankets to rise and float off, only to snag on reality, dried clay feet. Standing by her bed, I run my fingers through her hair, curly and soft. Thank you for touching me. People kind of hug me and kind of kiss me, but not many touch me. My lips rain kisses down on her face. You know that kind of soft, warm, semi-torrential rain that fills your shoes, sloshing as you walk, and makes your clothes clean? That kind that floods your loins with warmth and tickles as it's running down the crack of your ass. Somebody knows what I mean. Do you mind if I kiss you? Karen, I love it when you kiss my face. Karen, I'll see you next week. We'll hit the art museum. Outside the hospital, I noticed a layer of dust from her rocks and pebbles that conquered every inch of me. The dark perfume of the blankets mixed with those living waters still resides this time later. I haven't seen her since, nor shall I again in this world. This is called Devil's Play. When 9/11 happened, the arts community, maybe CPAC, had this forum over at Tri-C, and they invited me to come and whatever. And people were standing up, talking, and a lot of them were expressing how they felt about 9/11 or how it made them feel. And they were saying that they don't feel safe anymore. This is America, and now I can't even walk down the street. And I was like, well, shit, welcome to the party. Here I am, I feel the same damn way. Now, I said that to let maybe they could relate to a black man, driving while black, y'all know the scene, So, I guess maybe we had some good discussion that night. This coupled with that. And I wrote this because I noticed that I thought this was a singular experience that only I had. A number of years ago, when I was in Columbus walking down High Street, one of the main streets, just walking on the sidewalk, kind of a busy day. As I'm walking, I notice I hear click, 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 click. And this whole row of cars waiting for the light, or locking their doors as I go by. Now everybody else go by. I didn't have the locks then, I was just, And so that pissed me off. And then I've heard this story like several times from other people with an abundance of melanin in their skin. That's where this one came from. When the plague is present, others feel the fever. At arm's length they keep you. There is a stench. It turns their heads downwind. They lock their car doors when you walk by. Women's hands and arms grab with an involuntary pinch at purses as they huddle and hurry their young. Men pack pockets and quicken their step. Those minds are predisposed to violent thoughts, steal and rape and kill, they think. Eyes follow you and thrust daggers deep into your flesh. If you are blessed, you're alive one more day. From whence comes their contagion that affects you so deeply? who is to say? Y'all have to tell me when to stop. How much?
Pretty much like done.
Okay, we do more.
So that, of course, that means do.
I have that internal clock going. See yo. This one needs a little bit of editing. You know. You should get, if you have you had Daniel in Great Contar or.
Not yet, but he's on the list for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get hip hop and don't like hip hop. I don't like the stuff that we're exposed to, you know, in the media. But some really good stuff out there, and it's pretty. I'm going to say ingenious, but that would mean that I was genius and I could tell. Take that with a grain of salt. But the kind of thing that they're doing with hip hop is really just really creative, very creative. And I like it. And I started to think about how I could restructure things on paper using those thought patterns. So this isn't like a really good hip hop poem. I was using those concepts in other ways. Like most of my stuff, you have to read it to get some of the nuances instead of having it flow through here. Let me give this a try. And then I sit down. Or stand in the corner. For Cavana has enough to do. Revolution and evolution. Goblins, tooth fairies, boogeymen, all waiting for man to revolve around sun. A woman, you too, around the expo. Indeed, you know you can't pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Yo, black, I con myself, though. It's pleasantly blissful to think, so in him is life. He died, he alive, you arrive. No amount of stealth can shuck and jive around the truth that the tooth fairy doesn't pay you. She is a toll booth promising to close in your new age ass soon as you grow up. She doesn't hint that she comes back every year as a reindeer pulls Santa, a long-eared eggplanter, a phony happy ever after fake universe headmaster. As a feminist fatherless mistrust and you believe the hype and brain we trust. Why? Rose Scholar presidents slide to hell or bust. Monica, if it feels good, do me. Monica, you blew it. King Kennedy and Hart knew it wouldn't come out in a dry cleaning. Don't miss my meaning. Heaven recorded it while it was only gleaming your mind. Only repentance can erase the cast die and roll only sevens and nix the snake's eye. He came so we would have abundant life, but you believe the hype, trading everlasting for a counterfeit life. I'm mostly good, so I'm all right. Well, to unravel the fallacy, where do we begin? The good you do can't erase your sin. Can it even negate the good that you didn't? He was smitten for our sin that dwells within. We show indifference. He died in deference. How good can you be? Is it the bad you haven't done that sets you free? Would you die for me? Would you sacrifice your child for me? Say no, and the truth shall make you free to go. He is the truth. Man, in your new age, you engage wearing your prince charming gear, but no man can serve two masters. You really hate the one and love all the faster through every hole in town. And the morning after, you can't find a quiet moment. Just blame it on human nature. Say your mate just can't make you happy. Radio, TV, stereo, MP3, crank it up at home, in your car, in your dome. And that is your power for the courts. Too many strokes to count. And that still small voice drowns, yet whispers, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, dum-dum. Oh yeah, you're a sucker, all right, because you believe the hype, sister girl. And don't believe the pride of life sentence is forever. Listen up, this is the test. In your new age, you appear a damsel in distress you plan to take back along with your promise. As soon as you rush your princess to the charmer on your way back to Scamelot. He should have worn armor. And this entire scenario is more pay as you go from the tooth fairy jackal which skins your hide under the covers in the darkness of your soul. Sadly, not so strange a bed fell low. Still you believe the hype. So how you coping? Fake hoping, self-inflicted moping, new age sun open. Devastation throughout your queendom as far as you can see, but he still waiting for you to revolve around the sun. This revolver, son of a gun, full metal jacket, chamber, tooth fairy's name on it, pull the trigger, the ammo is paid for, he played the nigger with his blood. A ride to a new life in paradise in the night to his rights. Like the dead man walking and breathing, remember me, though I deserve to die here. But you'd rather trap your next baby's daddy and sucker him to come and suck him to dry bones. Oh yeah, like I said, you a sucker too. You believe the hype, the pride of life sentence is not after you. Just blame it on human nature. Your man is a bad mate, or you wanted 10 minutes, but he only got 2. Everybody's doing it. I have nothing to be ashamed of. It's the flavor of the night. We were just talking. Defying God is not so odd. We say that you master the universe doesn't bless and curse, has no power in the earth. Don't let the thought be. It's not impotent. See? It's mercy. Do you understand moral imperfection is death? Rotten apples only survive by cutting out the raw end, and only for a lifetime. If it's not too deep, away from the branch apple's hourglass is already empty. Otherwise, bury that apple and rebirth a tree. From sun and water is called new life. And the Alpha and Omega will not wait forever, and you may not have a lifetime to decide. Farewell, the tooth fairy, already defeated and looking for company. And all those interested apply within. But whoever seeks to save his life will deposit it in sin. Whoever will lose his life will find it and win. Thanks.